Same as it ever was. Some things never change. I'm back again. Dropped my daughter off at work and had to come and get prescription because it wasn't ready last night. And I need it, man. It's my stroke medicine. More temporary traffic lights, more roadworks, the entire area. And genuinely, I've said this before, feels like we're under siege. It does at the moment. South Bank Road has now got temporary traffic lights on, so even the way I used to go to get round the main one is now got lights on. And then to come round here to get to Tesco, coming down South Bank Road, coming this way, I had to go down Everard Road towards there you go, and then there's roadworks there as well. Just absolutely never ending. Nothing's improving. Don't know why they're doing it. But it's a nice sunny day. It's cold, but it's a nice sunny day. And it's not a Monday. Should that not be worth celebrating in itself? Monday's gone. Should be, shouldn't it? Those little victories. Could be worse, it could be Monday again. And it isn't. But I must have known, you know. Instead of wearing me cap, my baseball cap, I just reached for the woolly hat this morning. I must have known it was going to be cold. And then when I come out and tried to get rid of what looked like dew off the car, it wasn't. It was ice, thin but still ice nonetheless. But now that the sun's up, it does feel nice out there. This feels like the kind of morning to go for a walk. I'm not going to, obviously. I'm not a sociopath. I need to go and have me cup of tea, put my feet up, have a nap. And I've got me doctor's appointment. When is that? Is it the 7th? I can't remember. It's in my calendar anyway. We'll go and see about this knee. See if we can get it sorted out, because it is causing me all kinds of kerfuffles at the moment. I had to slather it in Voltarol last night because it was swelling up as well. If they could sort that out, that would make such a huge difference. I hope. Even if it meant a couple of months of going backwards, so I would finally move forwards again, it would be great. See, I don't know what it is. Is it the knee injury that's stopping me from pushing myself a little bit further with the walking and improving from the stroke, or is it the stroke that's stopping me from improving the knee injury? Or is it both? Either way, I'd like to find out. My daughter and her mum are going to look at her car, possibly. She hasn't passed the test yet, but in preparation. I know it's always dangerous doing that. Mind you, I can't say anything because I bought this car before I passed my assessment to see whether I was safe to drive after the stroke, so do as I say, don't do as I do. It's her money, she's worked for it. If she wants to buy a car and leave it sat on the driveway till she passes, she can do. Plus my dad won't let her go in for a test until she's ready anyway. But that'd be interesting. She suddenly started taking herself to work of a morning and I wouldn't see her. How horrible's that? We get loads of lie-ins, I know. But even though it's annoying getting up early in the morning, especially in the depths of winter when it's pitch black and freezing cold, I still enjoy it because I get to see my daughter. And I know she's coming up to 19. She's still my kid. And you do reach that age where you become, sounds awful, you become more independent. She's an adult, of course she's independent. But you know what I mean, where you're less reliant rather on your parents for everything, or you pass your test so you can drive yourself to places where normally you'd have to beg mum or dad to take you. And that's only to be expected, you never know at what point she decides to get married and have kids and what have you. You're still always going to be there as a parent or as a grandparent, but still, I don't know. It's weird trying to get used to the idea that I'm no longer going to be needed. I'll always be needed, obviously, won't I? Who else is going to make stupid comments and constantly tell jokes and do silly voices and shout buzz, yellow buzz and shit like that? It's only ever going to be me. And mum's not doing stuff like that. But all part of growing up. All part of the holiday, lad. Still, shit to think about. Ah well. Let's not get sad thinking about that. Let's hope she passes the test so she gets that little bit of independence and she can go and do what she wants when she wants, without relying on people all the time. Onwards and upwards. The future's bright. Fiat 500 as well. Obviously. She wasn't looking at them, she was looking at a Ford car the other day, which is a Fiat 500 in a body kit, really. But I know she's wanted one of these for a while. I forgot to ask which colour. That's the really important thing, isn't it? Never mind what kind of safety features. How big's the engine? When was it built? How many miles? None of that. Service history? No. What colour is it? Has it got Apple CarPlay? These are the things, the differences between a dad and a kid, isn't it? You know, what's the service history like on it? Has it had any work done recently? Has it had the cam belt and water pump changed recently? No. Has it got Apple CarPlay? Is it baby pink or whatever it is? Ah well. I bet you she'd be absolutely buzzing if she bought it. Just hope she passes a test first time. Because if it's sat there on the driveway and she can't drive it, it's a horrible feeling. This was here. Was it I bought mine in April and then never passed my assessment till May. And it was, beginning of April I bought it, beginning of May when I passed my assessment. And even then I had to wait a week or two afterwards until everything came through. Just seeing it out here on the driveway, I wanted to get in it and I couldn't. But for me it wasn't, I didn't have to pass my test all over again. All I had to do was convince the assessors that were watching me that I was safe to drive, which I was. Not the same as passing your test for the first time. It's horrible as well, isn't it? I mean, when I was a kid, insurance wasn't anywhere near as expensive. It was still bad. First car I bought was a Ford Capri, a 1978 Ford Capri, which I thought was ancient. In 1992, it was 14 years old. This is 20 years old. And they wanted 1,200 quid to insure that. All right, to come after I'd had a couple of accidents in my dad's car, 2 in the space of a month, back in 1992. The last accidents I had. But even so, kids nowadays, you pass your test, what happens? It costs you more to insure the car than it does to buy the car. And you have to have a little black box on it, which says that you're only allowed to drive so many couple of thousands of miles each year. Because the more miles you do, the more chance you have of having a crash. Or, alternatively, the more miles you do, the more experience you get, the more of a safe driver you are, the less chance you have of having a crash. They don't see it that way though, do they? Well, this is all to look forward to. But just felt like it sort of hit home this morning. I'm looking at buying a car, Dad. The end of our morning commute is nigh. 2 days running, the end is nigh. How mad's that? How mad's that? Right. I need to go and have the good stuff. Otherwise I'll never get better. That and a cup of tea. Brew.